Hey guys, it's Sharon from Digital Nomad Quest, and today we're going to go over how to make money selling shirts with $0 to low capital to start. And basically we're going to do an overview and tutorial of what print on demand is. Now if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. I'm all about teaching you how to build passive income, become financially free, and design your best lives. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified of my latest videos. So I'm sure many of you guys are interested in another side hustle idea where you can start making money with $0 to start. And I've actually made money passively doing print on demand, and I want to share with you guys how that all works. Basically, you can get into e-commerce and everything like that, start selling products, start building your own shop without having to hold inventory. Now today's video is sponsored by Printify, and I'm going to go into all of what Printify is and how it all works. So I'm super excited to share it with you guys. And now let's get right back into it. I'm actually going to screen share this presentation right now. All right, so now we're going to go over what print on demand is. So print on demand is a method in which you work with a supplier to customize products like shirts or tote bags with your own designs to sell them under your own brand. So with this, you don't have to pay for the product until after you've sold it, and there's no need to bulk buy or hold inventory. So if you look at the image below, you can see that ultimately you are uploading an image or design and you place that image on a product like those shirts or those tote bags, and then you list that product on sale on some marketplace, for example, or on your own website, and customers will start ordering your products. And whenever they order the products, the factory will print your design and ship your products for you. So you don't actually need to hold that inventory. You don't need to print those products. You don't have to have like a printing press or things like that to prepare these products. They will actually do everything for you. You just kind of need to do the marketing. You need to build your brand in order to start getting sales. Now let's go over the pros and cons. So the pros is it's basically zero to little capital to start. It's very low risk. If you are buying a bunch of inventory, maybe you're spending thousands of dollars and holding a bunch of inventory and hoping it'll all sell, it's definitely riskier because you are risking a lot of your own money. But in this way, you can actually have an online store or you can list it on a marketplace, and it's going to be pretty low risk because you don't have to spend a ton of money. In fact, you could possibly spend $0 depending on how you're going to do things. Another pro is you don't need to ship the inventory. Like I mentioned, the fulfillment company will do it for you. You just need to work with certain print on demand companies to do this. And you can easily create products. A lot of these companies like Printify have these drag and drop mockup generators that allow you to drag the image over to the apparel and it will generate the mockup for you. So it's very easy to start creating and customizing your products. Now a con is they are going to be lower margins. So if you actually own a printing press and you could create those products and ship it over, it would actually cost you less than if you did it this way. But the idea is you don't actually pay for the products until you actually get a sale, right? So you don't need to actually spend money to get those products, but it's definitely going to be lower margins because they're doing everything for you. There are also maybe less customizable options. For example, if you wanted to embroider your design on a part of the shirt or something like that, that print on demand company doesn't allow, then you won't be able to do it that way. But a lot of these companies are doing more and more different types of products and different types of ways to customize. So there are actually a lot of options, as I will show you guys in the next few slides. And there are print on demand companies that you can work with and actually create your own shop to sell your own products. So we're going to go into Printify more in this video, and then there are other options here, as you can see. And Printify can also integrate into Etsy, Shopify, WooCommerce, eBay, and Wix. I'll go into more of that later. Now we are on Printify's site and we're going to go into how it works. So they have 5 easy steps. So you can first pick from their catalog of over 300 products such as t-shirts, mugs, socks, and home accessories, and you can customize those. And then you can start customizing with the mockup generator that I mentioned before. So they include this really easy to use mockup generator to put your designs onto those products. And then you can also order samples to see if the product looks good to you. And then once you're happy with your product, you can publish it onto your online store automatically. And it allows you to integrate with leading platforms like Shopify, Etsy, and Wix. I'll show more of that later. So essentially, when you integrate it with, for example, your Etsy shop, you'll be able to update your shop accordingly with new listings from Printify. And once it's connected, if anyone buys from your Etsy shop, they will fulfill your orders for you. And just like I mentioned, you can just relax and sit back because every time you make a sale, they will pass it through quality control, make sure it looks all good, then it's sent to production and then shipped to your customer. You can track all of this in your Printify account, which allows you to kind of focus on your brand while they take care of the rest. Let me go quickly over the pricing as well. So if you can see here, you can totally sign up for the free plan. Like I mentioned, $0 to start. So you can actually connect 5 stores to your account, which is more than enough, and they have unlimited product design, so you can start your business right away. Now they do offer other options. Basically, if you want to get a 20% discount on your products, you can pay $25 a month essentially. And this is if you are starting to make a bunch more sales, that it might make sense for you to start paying that monthly so that you can get a discount, because maybe you would make more profit by doing it that way. All right, so now we are in my account and I'm gonna show you guys how to start setting up. So if you go into the catalog, you might go into the men's clothing t-shirts because that's where their unisex t-shirts are. And if you go for the lowest price, you can see that they have Gildan shirts for pretty cheap from $6.55. And it is not going to be $6.55 completely because you're going to drop your design on and it might cost a little bit more than that. So we'll check here. So if I choose this, essentially they work with a bunch of print providers and some are from the US, some are from Canada. If we go into lowest price, if we want to get a lower price for it, they have it for $6.55 and $4.80 for shipping. And this seems to be higher rated than this one. So maybe I'll try this one. $6.69 for the price and $4.80 for shipping. Now it prepares the editor. You can start adding your design. As you can see here, their requirements are JPEG or PNG. You should do 3600 by 4500 for pixels, and your maximum file size is 50 megabytes. So you can actually do it from here if you want. You can just add text like love, not hate, or something like that and put that over here. Or you can design it on Photoshop, which is what I usually do if I'm gonna do stuff like this. So they have kind of limited fonts for you here that if you want, you might wanna like make your own. So let's go into Photoshop real quick. All right, so I'll make a new one, which is 3600 by 4500, 300 DPI usually. And let's use that same thing I mentioned, love, not hate. Okay, it's super small right now. Let's do black. I like using Bavis font. Oh, let me hold down shift so that it will allow me to do that. Okay, so I basically exported that and saved that here without the background. So now I'm gonna exit out of Photoshop. Basically, I have my design already. As you can see, it was very easy to create. Delete this, and I'm gonna just drag that in here like this. So now it's adding the file. One also important thing you should do, if you should go on uspto.gov, and this is where you're gonna do trademark research, and it's important to make sure you are not violating any trademarks. So you should go here and you go searching trademarks, go search our trademark database and basic word mark search, and my thing was love, not hate. So let's see, I can just do this here and it looks like there's no trademarks I am violating. So you want to make sure you do this. You definitely don't want to do anything like existing characters or anything like that, like from shows like Pokemon or something like that. Make sure you don't infringe on trademarks and copyright. So uspto.gov is a good one to check through. Now we're going to save the product. So now we have the product here. You can see what it looks like. So it looks like this, very simple, very clean. You know, honestly, text shirts do pretty well. So you don't even need to like have drawing experience or illustrating experience. You can actually start doing it through text. Now, if I wanted to connect this with my Etsy store, for example, we'll go back here and connect your store. And it's gonna take you to this page where I mentioned you can actually integrate it with Shopify. So Shopify is if you have your own domain, like if you have a site like cuteshirts.com, obviously that's probably going to be taken. But essentially, if you want to set up a site like that and have an e-commerce store, this is the way to go. You can set it up with Shopify, or Etsy is another popular one where you can start selling shirts. So if you want to connect to any of these platforms or marketplaces, you can definitely do that. Just make sure you sign up for an Etsy shop or for Shopify. So if you want to sell with any of these, you got to sign up for those and then connect it that way. I'm not going to go through the integration process of all of these because that would take way too long. But once you have that integrated, it's going to be smooth sailing for you. You already have the products in place. I've showed you how to start making those products, and then you can start selling. And if you go into the product itself, you can update the product description, edit the prices, all within your Printify account, and that will get integrated into your Etsy shop. So if you wanted a larger profit margin or something like that, that might be the retail price that you put. So it depends. And also keep in mind shipping costs as well when you're doing this. All right, now let's talk about getting shirt ideas. So For example, you might go into Etsy and go into their marketplace and look at what's selling. If you look into this, if you look up cat shirt, you'll have 230,000 results. So that's kind of a lot. So you might want to narrow it down further by going specific, like cat, avocado shirt or something like that, and look into something a little more niche. As you can see here, there are certain shirts like that, and it makes it 422 results. So it might be something you try out. It has a lot less results, which means less competitors. So you might want to look at different competing sort of designs. And you don't want to copy designs, right? You want to look at kind of your spin on it and how you can illustrate it or kind of write it out or whatever differently than what is offered here. But this helps you get ideas. We can try another one like hunting shirt. Now, hunting shirt, there's 31,000 results, which is a lot again. Let's try like funny hunting shirt. Still kind of a lot, 10,000 results. Maybe funny hunting shirt for dad. So this is kind of how you can think of different ideas. And you can see that it's getting less and less, which makes it a little more favorable because there are competing designs and people are getting sales like you can see here, but it makes it so that you could possibly stand out from the crowd if you make a better design. So when you are making the designs, you want to make sure that you have something that could be better than some of the ones that are offered here. So Etsy is a good place to look through. You can also try Amazon. Another thing is Pinterest. I really like Pinterest as well for looking for shirt ideas. Okay, what you're gonna do here again is the same thing. You are looking up different keywords and trying to get ideas. And another good thing is kind of finding niches. So try different keywords and then find your niche, because maybe you are gonna specialize in cat shirts and you can add another word with cat, like cat reading shirt, and make shirts where people love cats and reading, or people love cats and avocados, and you combine the two and then make your own unique niche. And essentially making a bunch of these, you have a ton of different ideas, and Printify doesn't have a limit. So essentially you can make as many designs as you want. You can put them all on Etsy. It's about 20 cents a listing for Etsy fees, as you see here, for about 4 months. So it's 20 cents for 4 months. And there are also some fees for when you get sales, but that's when you get a sale. So you don't have to pay extra for that. So it's actually really cheap to get started. For example, on Etsy, you integrate your Printify account to Etsy and it's very low capital to start. Another thing is you might be interested in the shirt quality. Like I mentioned, you can order samples. So I actually got a sample from Printify. As you see here, this shirt is from Printify. It's actually really good quality. It's really soft. This is a canvas shirt. So that's the brand for the garment, but the actual design is printed on really well. This is probably DTG printing. So I used to work at a shirt company as well. So basically there's DTG printing and screen printing. I'm pretty sure this is DTG printing, and it's actually printed on really nicely and it looks really nice. I mean, let me know what you think, if this looks good on me, like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this overview of how print on demand works, how to get set up with Printify, and how to start getting shirt ideas so you can start selling more and more shirts. The more you list, the more opportunity you will get to get more eyeballs on your designs and on your shop. And the more you will learn as you put more items up there. Another thing you might want to consider is growing your social media accounts to kind of bring traffic to your brand and shop as well to get more sales. So that kind of concludes the side hustle idea tutorial. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to try this out, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to see your guys' shops. So if you guys end up doing this, link it down below. I want to check it out. Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified of my latest videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.